Another sentence has been handed down in Operation Big Brother. Where things stand there, plus the Strawsome Fest is now officially underway, and we look back at the best of chicken clucking from the DuBois County 4-H Fair. All of that and much more is up next here on the 18 WJTS News. Hello, I'm Bradford Raths. Operation Big Brother cases continue winding their way through the DuBois County courts with the second sentencing of the week. On Wednesday in DuBois Superior Court, 42-year-old Joseph Christman of Birdseye was sentenced to 16 years to be served at the Indiana Department of Corrections. Christman pled guilty back on July 2nd to a Class B felony for dealing in cocaine. Additionally, Christman will have to pay $240 in restitution to the DuBois County Sheriff's Community Strike Fund. As mentioned, Christman's sentencing was the second one of the week. On Tuesday, 42-year-old Margaret Faith McDonald of Huntingburg was sentenced to a total of 10 years, 4 of which will be served at the Indiana Department of Corrections. The rest will be split between DuBois County Community Corrections work release and supervised probation. McDonald also pled guilty to a Class B felony, though hers was for dealing methamphetamine. Now, Christman is the 13th Operation Big Brother case to be resolved. The DuBois County Prosecutor's Office says 3 cases are still outstanding. Sentences imposed for Operation Big Brother defendants have totaled 129 years. 105 of those years are jail time. Jasper-based Meyer Distributing is expanding its footprint. On its website, company officials say Meyer has completed the acquisition of Portland, Oregon-based 5 Seasons RV Distribution. The purchase covers that company's U.S. operations. In a news release, Meyer Director of Purchasing Bruce Terwisky says Meyer Distributing has been getting numerous requests from RV customers and suppliers for additional product lines. Terwisky says this purchase makes Meyer the best avenue to keep competition in the marketplace, which allows customers to get great products at low prices. Now, Meyer Distributing says it will complete the integration of 5 Seasons RV distribution into their system within the next few days. At that point, company officials say they will begin adding infrastructure to connect all Meyer inventory faster, while largely increasing items stocked in Portland. Meyer Distributing also says it will continue looking at acquisitions and partners in the Pacific Northwest to strengthen its presence there. For more information, you can go to meyerdistributing.com. The fourth quarter and total fiscal year 2015 numbers are now in for Kimball International, and company officials are pleased. The Jasper-based company says fourth quarter net sales came in at $159.1 million. That's up from $137.1 million from the same quarter in fiscal year 2014. Kimball International also says income from continuing operations came in at $4.7 million, or 12 cents per Class B diluted share. The adjusted numbers, which exclude charges related to restructuring plans and the spinoff of Kimball Electronics last fall, come out to $5.8 million, or 15 cents per Class B diluted share. Orders received also went up by 15% in the fourth quarter. Officials say each of the company's vertical markets grew except for the education one. The most significant growth has been in the hospitality and in other commercial vertical markets. Now, the year-end numbers are also strong for Kimball International, like we mentioned. Company officials say fiscal year 2015 net sales came in at $600.9 million, an increase of just over $57 million from 2014's fiscal year. Income from continuing operations came in at $11.1 million, or 29 cents per diluted share for the year, up significantly from $3.4 million and 9 cents per diluted share last year. In a news release, Kimball International Chairman and CEO Bob Schneider says the company is pleased with its ongoing turnaround. He says the combination of growing business, large increases in sales, and much higher profitability are all good signs for the future. Details have been announced for another fundraiser for this year's Ferdinand Folk Fest. Bloodshot Records recording artist Bobby Bear Jr. will perform at the Gaslight in Huntingburg to raise money. That performance will take place at 7:30 p.m. on Saturday, August 29th. Bear Jr., the son of country music Hall of Famer Bobby Bear, has one Grammy nomination to his name, along with several successful albums from his band, the Young Criminals Starvation League. He also was the frontman for the critically acclaimed Southern rock band Bear Jr. in the 1990s. Bear Jr. has been involved in music since he was 8 years old, and critics say his musical style is somewhere between hard rock, roots rock, indie rock, and alternate country. For more information, you can go to BobbyBearJr.com. Tickets for the August 29th show will be $10, and they are available at the door. All net proceeds will go to this year's 6th annual Ferdinand Folk Fest. The 2015 Ferdinand Folk Festival will be Saturday, September 19th at Ferdinand's 18th Street Park. It's free to attend and is once again presented by Best Home Furnishings. And finally tonight, the 2015 Jasper Strawsome Fest is here. The 37th edition of the fest officially got underway at 6:15 last night with the opening ceremonies, though there were other events throughout the day. Crowds began filing in at around 5 o'clock last night with the opening of the food booths on the downtown square. Mayor Terry Seitz once again delivered this year's Burgermeister proclamation to make everything official.
With the authority vested in me by the Constitution of the State of Indiana, I, Terry Seitz, Mayor of Jasper, proclaim the dates of July 30th through August 2nd, 2015 be set aside for the 37th annual Jasper Strawsome Fest. Let's celebrate 30 years of partnership with Pfaffenweiler and have joy in the streets, everyone.
Of course, this year's Strawsome Fest has special meaning. Seitz was joined on stage last night by 36 guests from Jasper's sister city of Pfaffenweiler, Germany. This year marks the 30th anniversary of the sister cities' partnership between the two. The Pfaffenweiler contingent is led by Mayor Dieter Hahn, and Hahn is also serving as this year's Strawsome Fest Burgermeister. As part of the partnership, the visits take place every 5 years with representatives of each city visiting the other city's major festival. Most recently, a group from Jasper traveled to Pfaffenweiler back in 2010 to celebrate the partnership's 25th anniversary. Seitz visited Pfaffenweiler last summer. Seitz says this year's Strawsome Fest will be a memorable one for both cities.
In 1985, 41 Pfaffenweiler citizens came to Jasper for the official signing of the Sister Cities document. Tonight, we welcome 36 visitors from Pfaffenweiler to celebrate 30 years of family reunions, 30 years of new friendships, and 30 years of cultural exchange. Welcome them, everybody.
Other officials on hand last night included former Jasper Mayor Fritz Guxell, who led the partnership effort on Jasper's behalf, along with representatives from the Jasper Partnership Commission. Though the Strawsome Fest is celebrating the first 30 years of the partnership, officials in both communities already have their eyes on the future.
It is our challenge. It is our responsibility, but also our honor and pleasure to live this familiar partnership to its fullest during our generation and to hand it over into secure future hands. Thus we are here to commemorate and celebrate 30 years with all you citizens of Jasper and to lay the path for the next 30 years to come.
The Pfaffenweiler group will be staying in Jasper through August 9th. They will tour southern Indiana and take part in several other events during their stay. In addition to the celebration of Sister Cities, the opening ceremonies included a welcome from this year's Miss Strawsome Fest, Camille Ruff.
I'm so happy to have each of you here tonight as we kick off our 37th annual Strawsome Fest. What a wonderful night to start our celebration of our 30 years of friendship, including our very special guests, the Burgermeister, Dieter Hahn, the Pfaffenweiler Community Band, and all of the delegates who have come this week. It is an honor to be here before you today. A very special thank you to my friends and family for all of the love and support.
Of course, the Strawsome Fest will continue through Sunday. Other notable events include the Talent Spiel, which 18 WJTS puts on every year, rides on the Spirit of Jasper train, and the Strawsome Fest Parade. The parade gets underway at 1 o'clock Sunday afternoon, and the 37th Strawsome Fest will conclude at 10 o'clock Sunday night with the annual fireworks show. All right, coming up after the break, a sunny weekend forecast and the best of chicken clucking from this year's Du Bois County 4-H Fair. We're back after this.